wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, we are from the first group, which members Mega Zean, Reza Afifatul Jannah, and me, Zahratul Aini. We will present about implementation of moral education in the millennial era. Let's just start our presentation, which will be performed by Sister Reza Afifatul Jannah. Okay, Sister Reza.
Yes, kedengeran nggak?
Kedengeran.
Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Definition of moral and millennial era. According to the Ghazali Imam, morality is an act of a person which is carried out continuously and which is carried out spontaneously. Akhlak in Arabic comes from the word huluk, which means behavior, temperament, or character in terminology. Morals are the behavior of a person that is driven by a basic desire to do an action. Millennials. Millennials, also known as Generation Y. Generation Y or solid generation are the demographic group after Generation X. There is no definite time limit for the beginning and end of this group. Experts and research usually use the early 1980 as the beginning of the birth of this group and the mid 1990 to early 2000 as the end of birth. Millennials of generate children from the older baby booms and Generation X generation. Millennials are sometimes referred to as eco boom because of the boom birth rate in the 1980 and 1990. Fortunately, in the 20th century, the trend towards smaller families in develop continues and to develop. So the relative impact to the baby boom echo is generally less than that of the post-World War II population boom. Okay, next. Moral in the Holy Quran and Hadith, Zahratul Aini.
Wait. Moral in the Holy Quran and Hadith. Allah said in the Holy Book Al-Quran, which reads, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa qulu linnasi husna, and say good word to humans. Al-Baqarah in the ayat 83. Second, human. Wala tujadilu ahlal kitabi illa billati hiya ahsan illa alladhina zalamu minhum, and do not argue with the people of the book, but in the best way, except with the wrongdoers among them. Al-Ankabut 46. Rasulullah Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam once said, Inna min ahikum ilayya wa aqrabikum minni majalisan yaumal qiyamati uhsanukum ukhluqan. Indeed, among those whom I love the most and sit closest to me on the day of resurrection are those who are the most morally good. Hadis riwayat Tirmizi. Next, how to implementation moral education in the millennial era with Sister Megazine.
Ya, dengar gak?
Okay.
Yes. Ya, terdengar.
Dengar gak?
Kedengeran. Dideketin aja.
Dengeran gak?
Kedengeran.
Oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. how to implementation moral education in the millennial era. Number one, exemplary. In instilling noble character, exemplary is a strategy that must be done for an educator because by giving good role models to students, students will be motivated to do good deeds. On the other hand, if an educator cannot be a role model for his students, then do not expect students to have good morals. Number two, habit. An educator must always be able to direct his students to get used to good morals, such as greeting students to say or answer greetings every time they meet, familiarize their students to live clean and orderly by applying the strategy of habituation to students. It is hoped that students will always do noble morals wherever they are because there is a saying can because they are used to it. Number three, creating a conducive atmosphere. To instill noble morals in students, a teacher must first be able to create a conducive atmosphere. As conducive atmosphere is related to a good environment for students. Environment will greatly affect the attitudes and behavior of students. Therefore, by placing students in a good environment, students can have noble moral. Number four, give an immediate reprimand if students do action that are not in accordance with norms, manners, and religious teachings. The teacher should reprimand the students with gentle words. In reprimanding, students should be asked why they did this action, and in reprimanding, students should be accompanied by giving advice. On the other hand, if students take a positive action, an educator must also give awards, a gift in the form of prize to students. This will serve as an encouragement for students to practice other noble moral. Number five, motivation. Always give motivation to students whenever and wherever students are to do something good. By always motivating students to good deeds, students will always be eager to do good deeds. Motivation is very important to do because everyone definitely needs motivation to be excited to take certain action. Dengar gak? Ini finish.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, thank you Sister Reza and Sister Zian who has exposed the material. We hope that the material presented can be easily understood by my friends. Next, closing. Conclusion. Several steps for implementation moral education in the millennial era. They are exemplary habit, creating a conducive atmosphere, give an immediate reprimand, and the last, motivation. Next, any question? Any questions, guys?
I have question.
Oh, wait. Yang easy-easy aja ya, Bang Salman. Oke, what?
Gue nanyanya di chat aja ya.
Apa di chat?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is about the number second. This is how to implementation moral education
Yes.
in the millennial era about habits. This is in the paragraph. I think this is the general sentence. But my question is maybe from you all, the pemateri. This is the question is maybe you can give the detailed steps for make habits to be better, to change better from to better. Maybe you can give the solution and the steps for change habits to good habits, like that. Detail steps seperti like that.
Oke, wait ya Bang, wait.
Okay. Pakai bahasa Indonesia lagi ya.
Yes, silakan.
Like this.
Jadi
The meaning is I ask the number second. Saya bertanya tentang cara mengimplementasikan di bagian yang kedua, yaitu seputar kebiasaan. Disampaikan atau tertulis di dalam makalah, di situ kan secara umum, langsung, ya kan? Seperti halnya guru membiasakan dengan menyampaikan salam agar terbiasa si anak, seperti itu ya. Nah, namun apakah dari pemateri ada solusi atau step yang secara detail gitu, lebih ampuh dari agar mengubah sebuah kebiasaan yang ada dalam seorang murid atau seorang mahasiswa dari yang mana kebiasaannya timplang lah, jauh dari kata baik, seperti itu. Karena kan kita ketahui bahwa habits ini hal yang sulit gitu. Mungkin ada step atau cara yang dari tahapannya sehingga seseorang bisa berubah dari segi habitsnya. Seperti itu Zahratul Aini.
Oke, siap. Mengerti. Lagi diproses dulu jawabannya ya Bang. Lagi.
Gue mau nanya dong. Apa bahasa Inggrisnya mau nanya? I want to ask you.
Ya udah.
X.
Bener gitu.
Bener.
Jadi lihatin dong. In millennial era, how we can develop habit. Tuh ini. Ini.
Oke, yang tadi kan Bang?
Beda.
Oh, ya. Siap.
Ini gue dapat pencerahan dari seseorang.
Asik. Gitu aja pertanyaannya Bang.
Ya lah, usah panjang-panjang, takut lagi pusing.
Bisa diulang.
Ini yang benar yang mana ya? Tadi apa yang gue tanyain? Salman beda kan Salman?
Bang Salman ketawa aja.
Nggak apa-apa.
Iya.
Kan kita sama-sama belajar.
Semoga aja ini pertanyaannya nggak sama Mas Salman nih, karena
Siap. Sama juga nggak apa-apa.
Cara garis besar sama itu.
Hah? Ya udahlah, gue nanya yang tadi aja lah.
Yang mana?
Nih. Example of what kind of motivation is good? Like, apa nih? To give to student regarding the material presented. Mon, lo itu lagi kayak nobar. Rapi banget.
Enggak lah.
Dipermalukan kita di teman-teman si Monik.
Halo, your friend Monique. Mon, aduh isi naik.
May I have some question? Can I have the chance to question?
Yes, yes,
Yes, of course.
yes, of course.
Okay, I want to ask about the point C, about the wait a minute, how to implementation moral education in the millennial era, specifically point number 4. It's about give an immediate reprimand.
Di namanya JP Kelurahan.
So I want to ask,
Ini Koko.
how can we give some immediate reprimand to the student or person about this in millennial era. As we know, in this era, if we give some reprimand to person or student, suddenly people will angry about the reprimand.
Yes.
So the question, how we give the reprimand in order to the object will not angry. I think that's all.
Okay.
Your understanding?
Understanding.
Can we know the Indonesian language-nya, Miko?
Jadi kira-kira itu kan tentang memberikan teguran secara teguran ya. Jadi bagaimana caranya memberikan teguran seperti kan zaman sekarang kalau orang ditegur tuh malah balik marah gitu. Nah bagaimana cara memberikan tegurannya supaya mereka itu nggak marah gitu ketika mendapat teguran gitu.
Oh.
Ya.
Hello, test. I'm not hearing the sound.
What is your name?
Yes, we listen. We have listened
Who are you?
your voice. Sign. Listen. Zahratul ini gimana? You will ask the question?
I have a question from Bang Salman.
Okay.
Okay. First, starting to apply to children the moral procedures according to the guidelines earlier, but according to the times. For example, responding to greetings wherever he is. We also apply the pawns. This is also our daily habits at home and at school. Second, evaluating the child. There comes a time after we got applied, then we start evaluating. Is the child able to apply it himself without being graded again? For example, when in class during recess, we ask for help according to what we have taught. There we begin to evaluate whether the child can apply it. I understand.
Not all of yet.
Um,
Gak semuanya. Mungkin yang tadi early dan evaluation paling itu yang nangkep.
yes, yeah. Starting to apply to children the moral. First, according to this, yeah, early and evaluation.
Yes.
Betul, banyak loh. Jadi kayak ukuran, lo tau gak sih walls itu tuh?
Koko. Punya Salman deh.
Oke. Mau ditambahin sama saudara Reza, have add the sentence from Sister Reza, maybe from the my question, or maybe from the Chandra question or Naga question.
Okay. Ya, bentar.
Ayam berkokok.
Di desa, guys. Di mana lagi?
Alright.
Ini 26 partisipasi. Alhamdulillah, berarti komplit ya. 26. Satu orang sih.
Tadi tanya apa, Koko? Aku nggak dengar. Dengar suaraku nggak?
Tadi bantu aja ya. Bantu.
Ya. Yeah.
Tadi about the Koko question. Tadi tentang beliau. Pertanyaan beliau seputar, kan di bagian keempat itu ada seputar menegur. Nah, sedangkan untuk saat ini seringkali ketika kita menegur orang lain, mereka lebih marah atau mungkin mereka yang lebih marah, lebih serem dan lain sebagainya. Nah, mungkin ada solusi atau cara yang terbaik biar orang yang ditegur itu ya dapat ini kan, maksudnya nggak marah-marah dan lain sebagainya. Seperti itu.
Oke. Wait, kok. Dengar nggak? Aku mau jawab pertanyaannya Koko.
Ya, kedengeran. Silakan, saudara.
Bahasa Indonesia aja ya. Boleh nggak?
Nggak boleh, harus bahasa Inggris.
Try first. Kita coba aja dulu. Nanti setelah itu nggak paham, kita pakai bahasa Indonesia gitu. Sedikit aja bahasa Inggrisnya gitu.
Oke.
Apa? Sampel.
Belum, itu mah 2021.
Mungkin ada teman yang mau bantu, silakan. Ya, from another student. Ada yang mau tambahkan atau ngasih jawaban juga, sangat diperkenankan.
Aku.
Silakan.
Aku jawab. Sabar ya. Sabar ya, ini aku mau jawab. Pertama itu reprimand privately, not in front of the crowd. Number 2, yang kedua
Ya,
itu
keluar tadi.
Iya.
Hah?
Ya, coba speak louder dah. Agak dikerasin suaranya, maaf. Kayak nggak tahu saya doang nggak kedengeran atau mungkin teman-teman juga.
I don't speak.
Ya. Zen,
Zen kayak orang bisik-bisik.
apa-apa. Ya. Mari. Zen. Deketin suaranya.
Mana itu?
Seratus. Ayo, bismillah. Nggak apa-apa, kita kan belajar bareng-bareng. Sama. Ayo, Zen, tadi jawab tuh.
Iya, ini aku mau lanjut jawab lagi.
Oke.
Number 1.
Yes.
Yang pertama, reprimand privately, not in front of the crowd. Number 2, do not reprimand as if to do not reprimand as if to just or corner him. 3, convey straightforward, but in a good and polite language or tone. Number 4, don't forget to give praise of poetry. Nah, itu doang. Yang pertama itu tegur secara privat, bukan di depan orang banyak. Kedua yaitu jangan menegur seolah menghakimi atau menyudutkannya. Yang ketiga, sampaikan dengan lugas, namun dengan bahasa atau nada bicara yang baik dan sopan. Yang keempatnya, jangan lupa berikan pujian atau sanjungan. Itu aja sih. Mungkin ada yang mau nambahin? Dengar nggak aku ngomong?
Ya, thanks a lot. Makasih atas jawabannya.
Tadi aku kedengeran nggak, Man?
Sangat
Tiba-tiba.
kedengeran. Tadi kalau ya tadi belum ini sih kalimat yang situ sampaikan belum masuk tadi.
Oh ya udah.
Ya, kalau mau dijawab nggak apa-apa.
Nambahin ya sedikit. Rumus habit di dalam buku Ustadz Felix Xiao yang berjudul How to Master Your Habits. Itu terdapat unsur-unsur. Yang pertama yaitu learn atau pembelajaran, yang kedua komitmen, yang ketiga practice atau latihan, dan yang keempat repetition ya atau pengulangan. Udah. Seperti itu singkatnya.
Sorry, this is plan, the mean is pembelajaran or perencanaan?
Pembelajaran di sini.
Oh, oke. Thanks a lot.
Oke. Yes.
I want to answer Chandra's questions. Bang Chandra? Okay, motivation for the importance of morality for students. For example, like the one previously shared by Bu Eni about the equality of manners with knowledge. Science is not limited to insight, not just theory, not just rhetoric, but makes science a character. That I think like that, Bang Chandra.
Correct.
Can you try Indonesian language also for making us more understand.
Okay.
Translate.
Tunggu dulu ya. Apa tuh tadi? Motivasinya itu untuk memberitahu tentang kesetaraan ilmu dan dengan akhlak. Jadi seperti yang tadi di-share sama Bu Eni di grup FAI itu bagaimana ilmu itu tidak hanya sebagai apa tadi tuh? Pokoknya ilmu itu tidak sebatas wawasan, bukan sebatas teori, tapi jadikanlah ilmu itu sebagai karakter. Jadi kita harus bisa mempengaruhi siswa itu, memahamkannya bahwa apa tentang kesetaraan ilmu dengan adab gitu loh. Mungkin kayak gitu Bang Sandra.
Mantap, mantap. Bagus, bagus. Alright. Good, good.
Bang Chandra jangan gitu dong. Aduh.
Good, good. Good ini.
Okay. Oh, talk of question not yet. Yeah.
Magazine has said, I think.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, maybe if you wanna choose more,
No.
the send us. That's no problem. Good, better.
Thank you, Mas.
Sorry guys, I'm not following this presentation with Zoom because I will going to host. Take care. Be careful.
There's again one us.
Gimana udah jawabannya udah apa pertanyaan udah dijawab semua tadi atau
Udah.
ada yang ngerasa mau apa ada mau nambahin dari teman-teman mungkin Monik atau mungkin dari si Siska dari
Sister Monik,
Novianti, Empo dan lain sebagainya mungkin ada tambahan
Monik nih.
Kenapa?
Ayo Monik.
Come on.
Monik.
What? Udah bagus sih.
Oh, alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Siapa sih kok imut banget?
Huh? Sekarang lagi manasin motor. Di mute dulu ya, saya mute. Oke, mungkin ada yang mau ditambahkan? Atau kita sharing nggak apa-apa dengan bahasa apa kita tutup dulu, kita enough dulu, kita cukupkan. Nanti setelah itu mau kita sharing sedikit atau terserah gimana? Dengan bahasa ibu tercinta.
Masya Allah. Oke, mungkin ditutup dulu aja kali ya, Bang.
Oke. Thanks for presenter.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. I think just this. Thank you. I think just this. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.